Hi dear children, welcome to Social Science online class. In this session, we will learn about 8th standard geography, second chapter, that is lithosphere. In this chapter, lithosphere, we learn the meaning of lithosphere and its importance, the structure of the earth and its composition, the structure of rocks, the internal forces, volcanoes, earthquake, tsunami, etc., and their effect on life on the earth. The external forces like temperature, wind, rain, and rivers. The meaning of underground water and its importance. At first, let us understand the meaning and importance of lithosphere. The outermost solid layer of the earth is known as the lithosphere. The word lithosphere derived from ancient Greek language lithos and sphaira. Lithos means rock, sphaira means sphere. Lithosphere is very thick in the continents and very thin under the sea floor. The lithosphere consists of rocks, minerals, soils, etc. With the help of hydrosphere and atmosphere, life exists on the lithosphere. Interior of the earth and its composition. As we learned from our previous classes, the earth is more than 4.6 billion years old and still in the process of changing. It is very difficult to understand the interior of the earth. What is the inside the earth is still a mystery for human beings. With years of study and research, human beings have been able to get information about the materials inside the earth up to the 10 to 12 kilometers. Going beyond the depth of earth is very difficult because increase in temperature. Every 32 meters, the temperature increases by 1 degree Celsius in the depth of the earth. Because of increasing temperature, it is very difficult to go beyond the depth of the earth. Because of these difficulties, to understand more about the earth interior, humans are dependent on indirect evidences such as seismic waves, volcanic materials. On the basis of density of materials, chemical composition, and physical state of matters, the earth interior is classified into three main layers. They are the crust, the mantle, and the core. The crust. The uppermost layer of the earth is called crust. It is rich in silica, aluminum and magnesium. The depth of the crust is around 60 kilometers from the surface of the earth. The crust is divided into two parts. They are Ciel and Sima. Ciel is also called continental crust and Sima is called oceanic crust. Ciel is the upper part of the crust where only lighter materials are found. Ciel is largely consists of silica and aluminium. Sima is the lower part of the crust. Sima is largely consists of silica and magnesium. The mantle, the second and the middle layer of the earth is called the mantle. The depth of mantle is up to 2900 kilometers from the surface of the earth. The mantle is composed of dense and rigid rocks which have a predominance of materials like magnesium and iron. The mantle is divided into two parts. They are upper mantle and lower mantle. The upper mantle is also called asthenosphere. It is partially in the molten condition. The lower mantle is also called mesosphere and it is in a solid condition. The contact zones of the crust and the mantle is called Mohorovicic Discontinuity or Moho. The boundary that separates the mantle from the core is called Gutenberg Discontinuity. The core is the innermost layer of the earth. The depth of core is up to 6,371 kilometers from the surface of the earth. The most important materials of the core are nickel and ferrous. As it is largely consists of nickel and ferrous, it is known as a knife. The core is divided into two layers. They are outer core and inner core. The outer core is also known as molten core and the inner core is known as solid core. In the outer core, materials are found in the molten form. In the inner core, the materials are found in a solid form. Rocks. Rocks are solid, inorganic substances that are found in the crust of the earth. They are aggregates of minerals. Rocks are formed due to the various natural processes. On the basis of mode of formation, rocks are classified into three types. They are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks. The word igneous means fire, derived from the Latin word ignis or Sanskrit word agni. Igneous rocks are those which have been formed by the cooling of molten matters of the earth. Igneous rocks were the first to be formed. Therefore, they are known as primary rocks. Igneous rocks are mainly classified into two types. They are intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks. When the molten materials known as magma of the earth interior do not reach the earth's surface, they cool and solidify below the surface and called intrusive igneous rocks. The rocks which is formed within the surface of the earth is called intrusive igneous rocks. These rocks are made of large crystals and are found at great depth inside the earth. The example for intrusive igneous rocks are granite, diorite and gabbro. Extrusive igneous rocks. Rocks are formed by solidification of magma above the earth's surface are known as extrusive igneous rocks. Rocks are formed on the surface of the earth by the process of solidification of magma is called extrusive igneous rocks. These rocks are generally fine grained or glassy because lava, after reaching the surface of the earth, cool and solidified quickly. The example for extrusive igneous rocks are basalt and anthracite. The rock materials in the liquid or molten state is called magma, and when it comes out from the earth it is called as lava. Sedimentary rocks. The word sedimentary is derived from Latin word sedimentum, which means settling down. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the agencies of water, wind and ice. The agents like water and wind break and erode the igneous rocks and transport those broken fragments and deposit them at certain places. The deposit of these materials often occur in the form of layers or strata. Therefore, sedimentary rocks are called stratified rocks. The sedimentary rocks are formed after the disintegration of igneous rocks. Therefore, they are called secondary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are also called aqueous rocks because they are formed in the water bodies like a lake, sea and ocean beds. On the basis of formation, there are different types of sedimentary rocks. They are, first one, Mechanically formed sedimentary rocks. Rocks built by fragments of pre-existing rocks which have been produced by the process of weathering and erosion are called mechanically formed sedimentary rocks. Chemically formed sedimentary rocks, they are commonly formed by the process of evaporation of water containing salt in the solution. Organically formed sedimentary rocks. Organic sediments are those derived by the accumulation of remains of organisms such as shell of marine organisms, remains of plants and animals. Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are those which are formed by the process of metamorphism or alteration of pre-existing rocks. Metamorphism means change or form which may be physical or chemical or both by the influence of heat and pressure. Metamorphic rocks are the hardest rocks on the earth. These rocks supply precious stones